I think loving someone is probably one of the most strangest and most beautiful things a person can experience. And I'm saying that as someone who hasn't even met the person I actually like in real life. I've never seen her standing in front of me. I've never sat beside her. I've never had one of those moments where you just look at someone and think, "Wow, I'm glad you're here." But through it all, I still care about her. And honestly, sometimes I don't even know how to explain it. It's weird when you think about it. How can a how can you start caring so much about someone you've never actually met? How can a person who's not physically there become someone you think about so often? I don't really have an answer for that. I just know that somewhere along the way, she became important to me. Maybe it started with the conversations, the random things we talk about, the stupid jokes, the moments where we just talk about whatever comes to mind. Then slowly, I started to notice things about her. The way she talks, the things she likes, the little details she tells me. And I think that's when I started to realize that I wasn't just talking to some random person anymore. I was getting to know someone, a real person, with her own thoughts, her own feelings, her own problems, her own life. And the more I got to know her, the more I started caring. I think that's what loving someone is. It's not just about how they look. It's about actually wanting to know them as a person, wanting to understand them, wanting to know what makes them happy, what makes them sad, afraid, or what they dream about. It's caring about the parts of them that nobody else might notice. And I think that's what I feel for her. I haven't seen her in person. Don't know what it's like to have her standing right next to me. But I've gotten to know a part of her through the times we've spent talking. And that part of her means something to me. Maybe some people won't understand it. Maybe they'll say, but you haven't even met her in person. And yeah, I mean, they're right. I haven't. But I don't think feelings always need a perfect explanation. Sometimes you just meet someone, you talk to them, you get to know them, and somehow without even realizing it, you start caring about them more than you expected. That's what happened to me, and I don't know where it's going to lead. Maybe one day I'll finally meet her in person. Maybe I'll finally get to see her face, that beautiful smile right in front of me, instead of through a screen. Maybe I'll get to hear her laugh without a phone between us. And honestly, I think about that sometimes. I wonder what the moment would be like. Would I be nervous? Would I suddenly forget everything I wanted to say to her? Would it feel strange meeting someone I've already gotten to know in a completely different way? I don't know, but I think I'd just be happy. Happy that after all this time of talking, she's finally there, right in front of me. The person I've spent so much time getting to know, the person I've come to care about. And maybe that's what I love being. I love the idea of loving someone. It's not about having them. It's not about being able to call them yours. It's about appreciating who they are as a person. It's about being grateful that you've got the chance to know them at all. I don't know if I'll ever be able to call her mine. I don't know if I'll ever become something more. We'll ever become something more. I don't even know what the future holds. But I do know that right now, I really, really like her a lot. And I care about her. And even though I've never seen her in real life, she's still someone who can make me smile just by talking to me every single day. She's someone I look forward to hearing from. Someone who's presence, even from a distance, has somehow made my life a little more interesting. And maybe that's enough for now. I don't want to rush anything. I don't want to force something just because I have feelings. I just want to enjoy knowing her more, to appreciate the conversations we have, to be grateful for the moments we share. And if one day we do finally meet, then I guess I'll find out what it's like to stand in front of the person I've only known from a distance, the person I've cared and loved. Maybe I'll look at her and realize that all this time I was right to care. Or maybe life will take us in a completely different direction. I don't know. But I think that's the scary thing about loving someone. You never really know how the story ends. You just know how you feel right now. And right now, I'm just glad I met her. Even if even if it wasn't in the way I imagined it would be. Even if I've never seen her in person. Because somehow in this huge world filled with so many people, I found someone who became important to me. And for that, I'm grateful. Maybe someday I'll finally meet her. And when that day comes, I don't think I have anything to say. I might just look at her and tell tell myself, finally, finally I saw her.